Elections? No, we don't have a date. You can sit down. We'll give you the date when it's announced. What we're talking about is voter registration. A fairly successful weekend. It was their first weekend, their voter registration drive. There is going to be another one. We've seen a lot of messages coming through on X, on Facebook, on Instagram asking us what happens if you've missed it. A, you can go online and check your registration, but B, there will be another registration weekend at a date that's still to be announced. Now, almost 3 million people registered to vote for the next elections this past weekend. 70% of the new registrations, and this is important, 70% of those were aged between 16 and 21. Some voting stations, however, disrupted by protests over electricity. There was also some concern around intimidation. We're going to get into all of that along with the IEC chairperson. Always good to have Masutu Moyepa joining us here on the show. Chairperson, good to have you back on ENCA. Just before we talk numbers, overall, how happy were you with the registration weekend? We mentioned the blackouts. There were some protests as well. Some people saying they didn't want to vote unless they get electricity. And then also we saw some items of news coming out, people blocking and intimidating those wanting to register. So numbers not bad, but you got issues to deal with.
Yes. Good morning, Gareth, and good morning to your viewers. Thank you for having us. We are very humbled and grateful for the South Africans that have turned up, heeded our call, and came to our voting stations to register. Indeed, we are just short of just under 3 million. And three things that come out very clearly is that, one, the equipment that we have works well. You will recall that we tested that equipment extensively. On the 28th of October, we had a dry run. Literally, we had the country, all voting stations open in the